By midday, her mouth stretched even more. Eating became difficult, but the hunger inside her refused to go away. It burned, stronger than ever. The village elders were sent for. When they arrived and saw Kelechi, their faces hardened. One of them whispered, "This is not ordinary." Another shook his head slowly. "The gods do not play." Kelechi dropped to her knees, tears running freely. For the first time in her life, food did not bring her comfort. It brought fear. By evening, the whole of Umura had gathered. No one laughed anymore. Kelechi sat in the middle of the village square, her head bowed, her mouth hanging long and heavy. A cloth was tied around her neck to hide part of it, but it did nothing. Everyone could see the curse clearly. The elders sat in a line, their faces dark. "This is not sickness," Eziemadu said finally. "This is punishment." The murmuring began immediately. Mama Kelechi cried louder. Punishment for what? She is only a child. Eziemadu raised his hand for silence. His eyes rested on Kelechi. 2 mornings ago, he said slowly, food meant for the gods was placed on the road. Food of sacrifice. Food no human must touch. Kelechi's body shook. The elder continued. Someone ignored the warning. Someone ate it. All eyes turned to Kelechi. Tears poured down her face. She nodded weakly. The elders sighed as one. "The gods of this land are angry," another elder said. "They are not angry because she ate. They are angry because she disrespected." The priestess was sent for immediately. When she arrived, silence fell. She walked around Kelechi once, chanting softly. Suddenly she stopped. "This mouth," the priestess said, "will continue to grow. When it grows too long, she will no longer be able to breathe." A cry rose from the crowd. Mama Kelechi collapsed. Kelechi grabbed the ground, shaking, begging with her eyes. "There is only one way," the priestess continued. "She must confess publicly and return what she took, and she must face the gods before the next sunrise. If she fails," Eziemadu added quietly, "she will not survive." Thunder rolled in the distance. Kelechi looked up at the darkening sky, her heart pounding with terror. For the first time in her life, hunger had led her to the edge of death, and the gods were waiting. Before dawn, the village was already awake. No drums, no laughter, only fear. Kelechi was led back to the same road where everything had started. Her mouth had grown longer overnight, pulling her face forward, making breathing difficult. Every step felt like her last. The priestess stood before the empty spot on the road. "Kelechi, confess." Kelechi fell to her knees. Tears soaked the dust. With great effort, she forced sounds out, broken and painful. "I took the food," she struggled. "I was greedy. I did not respect the gods." The wind rose suddenly. The priestess placed fresh food on the ground. More than before. Kola nuts, palm oil, meat, water. "This is not for eating," she warned. "This is for returning." Kelechi bowed low. Her tears dropped onto the sacrifice. "I am sorry," she whispered with what was left of her voice. The ground trembled. Slowly, painfully, her mouth began to shrink. The villagers watched in silence as her lips returned to normal, her jaw easing back into place. When it was over, Kelechi collapsed, weak and shaking. The priestess spoke one last time. "Hunger without self-control destroys. Let this be a warning." Kelechi did not smile. From that day on, she ate with care. She served others before herself. At gatherings, she waited to be invited. The village noticed, and whenever food was placed on the road in Umura, no one ever touched it again because they remembered Kelechi, the girl whose hunger spoke to the gods.